Recent seismic activity in California has been moderate, with a magnitude 4.9 earthquake that occurred yesterday near Indio. January 21st marks exactly 171 days until July 11th, the date on which the big one could occur. However, January 22nd will also reflect the same numerology if we add the day that completes the sequence up to that date. Earthquake sequences often bring intense seismic activity. We may see an earthquake in California soon. January 21st and 22nd will also be very significant for Mexico. There was a historic magnitude 7.6 earthquake in 2003 exactly on January 21st local time and January 22nd in UTC. Therefore, both dates are considered days of seismic risk. On the other hand, January 23rd is interesting because Mexico City will reach exactly 700 years, 10 months, and 10 days since its original founding in 1325, forming an earthquake numerical sequence. January 23rd and 24th also show strong numerology in Japan, forming once again a perfect earthquake sequence, 171 years, 1 month, and 1 day since the Tokai and Nankai earthquakes of December 23rd and 24th, 1854. Therefore, the country is at risk of an earthquake on those dates. January 25th has a strong historical record in Chile, with a magnitude 7.8 earthquake in the Biobío region in 1939. Attention, Chile, on this date. January 26th is the historical date of the Cascadia subduction earthquake of 1700, so we could easily see activity on that day along the west coast. January 27th has a historical cycle in Livermore, California, with a magnitude 5.4 earthquake in 1980. January 28th has a historical cycle in Guerrero, Mexico, so there will be a risk of an earthquake on that day. It also has a double historical cycle in the Caribbean Sea, with earthquakes in both 2020 and 2025. January 29th has a seismic history in Chile in 1924, with a magnitude 6.8 earthquake in Vallenar. January 30th marks a strong seismic history in Chile and Mexico, in both 1914 and 1973, as well as earthquakes in Indonesia and the Philippines in 1969. January 31st is the date of the historic magnitude 8.8 earthquake in Colombia and Ecuador in 1906. Last year, this date showed seismic activity in Ecuador. We will see what happens this year. That is all for the remainder of this month. We will remain attentive to the seismic activity recorded day by day. See you soon.